This is very special story. Is someone gonna listen this story? Is sensitive minded or can be manipulated easily? Please don't listen this story. Because in this story you will come to know how brutal a father can be to his own real daughter. But before starting this story, I would request you, we used to bring these kind of stories over this channel. So please subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get notifications and you can get our videos on time. We need your support, so please do support as this is the new channel. So without getting further late, let's start to the story. Gujarat is a state of India. In Gujarat, there is a district Gir Somnath. In Gir Somnath, there is an area Talala. There is a little village in Talala, Dhaba. This story gonna be from Dhaba village. Two brothers used to live in Dhaba. Younger brother name was Bhavesh Akbari, while elder brother name was Deepak Akbari. Elder brother Deepak Akbari was a black magician, a famous black magician in the local area. Sometimes later, Bhavesh Akbari moved to the city Surat. Surat is a city in Gujarat. Only elder brother Deepak Akbari was living in the village. And Bhavesh Akbari's daughter, 14-year-old daughter Dhairya, was living with his uncle in the village and was studying there. On the 26th of March 2022, elder brother Deepak Akbari called his younger brother and said, "Brother, your daughter Dhairya is unwell. Please come to us. I have something to tell you." Then immediately Bhavesh Akbari went to the village to his elder brother Deepak Akbari and asked that what happened to my daughter. Then elder brother told his younger brother Bhavesh Akbari that your daughter is unwell for so long, but I thought to tell you now because I thought this is the right time to tell you. He told that I damn sure that there are some ghosts and spirits inside your daughter's body. So there is no need to go to the doctor and I can do treatment of your daughter. But I thought to inform you first. If you allow, then we will start the procedure. Younger brother used to rely a lot on his elder brother Deepak Akbari. Then he agreed. Then Deepak said to Bhavesh that I can start the procedure, but the procedure is too hard and you have to be strict and you have to be strong for that. Then younger brother agreed all the conditions and said that I don't know, anyhow I want to save my daughter. Then they both, without telling Dhairya anything, they took Dhairya to the deserted place. That place was the sugarcane field. And there Deepak had buried a pole between that field. And they tied Dhairya to that pole. And they knotted Dhairya's hair to that same pole as well. And now that was the time to start the black magic rituals. Deepak started burning fire all around the Dhairya. With the high temperature of that fire, Dhairya started crying, Dhairya started shouting. Then Deepak stuffed a cloth into Dhairya's mouth so that Dhairya can't be cried, so that Dhairya can't be make a noise. They burnt fire till the 2 hours, and meanwhile Dhairya was tolerating the high temperature of the fire. And after 2 hours, Deepak said to Bhavesh, "Brother, now it's time to actual procedure. I will start pronouncing some mantras, and when I will start, at the same time you are to start beating your daughter with the stick, rod, or as you want. Don't be afraid while beating, because you are not beating your daughter, you are beating those ghosts or those spirits which are inside your daughter's body." After saying this, Deepak gave a wooden stick and the wooden rod to the Bhavesh and started pronouncing mantras. When Deepak was pronouncing mantras, then Bhavesh started beating her own real daughter. He was just beating so cruelly. He was not taking care that where he was hitting. He was continuously hitting his daughter in the head, sometimes in the back, sometimes in the leg, in the hands. When that wooden stick broke, then he started beating his own daughter with the slap, with the punches, and sometimes he hits by the leg as well. Meanwhile, Dhairya was watching to her father and to her uncle, taking some water in her eyes. Even she could have not struggled to get free herself as she was tied tightly to that pole. When Dhairya's father tired, then he got rest on the nearby chair. And after resting for some time, then they both started doing the same work. Dhairya's uncle was just pronouncing mantras and her father was beating him so brutally. Slowly, Bhavesh was breaking her daughter's bones and the whole body. When Bhavesh got totally tired, then Bhavesh's elder brother said that please you read the mantras from the book and I will start beating her. Then they did that work. Bhavesh was reading some mantras from the book and his elder brother Deepak Akbari was beating his knees so brutally. Now the time came of morning. After all, Dhairya was a human. She started getting unconscious. And after the whole night, this cruel procedure, the time came of morning. In the morning, they both brothers went back to the Deepak's house and left Dhairya tied to that pole, as she was totally unconscious now. After getting refreshed at home, as they took bath there and they took some meal there, and they just came back to the ritual place, as they were taking some old clothes of Dhairya, and they spread those old clothes all around the Dhairya and start burning those clothes. After getting the high temperature of that fire, then Dhairya got unconscious. As 14 years old Dhairya came unconscious, she could have not spoken as a cloth was stuffed in her mouth. Then she pointed to the water. Dhairya's father wanted to give water to Dhairya, but Dhairya's uncle stopped him and said, if you will give water to the ghosts, to the spirits, so then that would be impossible to remove out those from Dhairya's body. Then Dhairya's father, Bhavesh Akbari, denied giving water to Dhairya and took the new wooden rod and started beating Dhairya again. The whole day they did the same procedure. Black magician Deepak Akbari was just reading mantras and Bhavesh Akbari was beating his own daughter so cruelly. A human body can tolerate the torture till the certain limit, and that's what happened with the Dhairya. Dhairya was getting unconscious repeatedly after some time, but Dhairya's father Bhavesh Akbari had no faith to his own daughter. They started these black magic rituals on the 1st of April 2022. They did this brutal procedure till the 3 days. The date come 3rd of April 2022. Now Dhairya was totally unconscious. Her body and bones were 95% broke. Then they both brothers on the 3rd of April 2022 left Dhairya tied there to that pole and went back to the house of Deepak Akbari. They waited for 3 days. Then they came back to that ritual place 7th of April 2022 after 3 days. As they visited that place, then Bhavesh noticed some worms in the body of Dhairya. Worms were crawling into the whole body and some worms were coming out from the wounds. Then Bhavesh is scared and thought that Bhavi has died. Then Deepak started digging up it. Then Bhavesh asked that, brother, what are you doing? Then Deepak replied, now the ghosts and the spirits are out of this body. Now I am to revive this body now. Now another procedure will start to revive our daughter. Then Bhavesh said afraid, brother, I afraid lest she would not alive. Then Deepak said, trust me, I will show you after some times that what I was saying that gonna be true. Then they untie Dhairya's body, or I would say dead body, from that pole and put in that pit. Then Deepak started pronouncing some mantras and he was just walking all around that pit. But after 2 hours of procedure, when Dhairya couldn't be revived, then Deepak said, actually this is our bad luck. When those ghosts and those spirits went away from this body, then they killed our daughter Dhairya. Now Dhairya's father was stunned, as he was thinking what he had done. As they both had made a crime, so they thought to destroy the dead body themselves. Then they put that dead body into the car. Then they took that dead body to the burial sites. After going there, a guard was deployed there. That guard asked to those brothers that why only you came here with this body? Where are another persons of the family? Then the both brothers replied weeping and said, we are the family members of this girl. I am the father and he is the uncle. They told the fake story to that guard and said, actually our daughter got a rare disease and due to that disease our daughter got died, and doctor said to us that that body should not be contact to another person. If that dead body will contact to the another person, so that another alive person can be infected of this. So that's what no one came with us, and that dead body also was covered in the polythene. That guard also afraid of that danger disease, and he allowed them both to burn the pyre there. Then they both only performed the Dhairya's last ritual. After finishing to all these works, or I would say after finishing the main evidence of Dhairya's murder, when Dhairya's father went back to the Surat, to his own house, when Dhairya's mother asked about her daughter's health, then Dhairya's father replied Actually, our daughter got a rare disease, and when we admitted that to the hospital, then doctor said that it's a rare disease and your daughter could not be survived for a long time. Then our daughter died. Then the doctor asked us to perform the last ritual of Dhairya immediately. Then we both, me and my elder brother, didn't want it to let another alive person infected. So then we both performed the last ritual of Dhairya. But that was the doubtful story to the Dhairya's mother. Then Dhairya's mother called up to her father, means Dhairya's maternal grandfather. When Dhairya's mother's father came to the house and asked Bhavesh about the incident, then the Bhavesh told the same story to him. But that was not the acceptable story to everyone. Then Dhairya's maternal grandfather went to the police and lodged a complaint against the Dhairya's father and Dhairya's uncle. When police came to know about this incident, then police took into the custody Dhairya's father and uncle. The police asked those both about the incident. Then in the starting, they both told the same story as they told everyone about that. But police have so many ways to take out the truth from the criminal. After serving them both for the certain time, then they both broke and told the actual story. After coming to know about this actual story, police and the whole family members got stunned. And within a few hours, that story was the most trending story of the Gujarat. Now both culprit brothers has sent to the jail and waiting for the court's judgment. And that's how a 14-year-old girl lost her life by her own father and her uncle. The motive of telling these kind of stories is not to scare you, but to make you aware. So stay aware, stay safe, beware of these kind of black magician, and as much as possible avoid these kind of exorcism and superstition. Believe in God is the different thing. But if you have any problem in your body, so please go to the doctor. That's the another thing, that if you pray to the God according to your religion, to the God, to the Allah, to the Jesus, that's the another thing. But the superstition is the different thing and believe in God is the different thing. Let's finish this story here and let's into the new video with the new true story. Jai Hind.